There's something interesting from Zero Hedge. Here's why cities all across America, excuse me, here's why cities all across America are suddenly buying up trailer parks. Really? Much like the historic run that nearly resulted in the collapse of the global financial system in 2009, home prices in the US are once again looking more like an Amazon or Facebook stock price chart than a stable store of value that should probably grow roughly in line with overall inflation. Let me give you a little look at this chart. Blow that up. Right, 1990s, and then 2000, of course. And here's the thing, none of this makes sense. Did your salaries, falling from way back here, even 1990s, whatever, up to 2005, did your salaries go up like this? Did it look the same? Whatever you were making? Then, of course, we had the crash, bringing it back down to where, look, if this line went straight, you know, straight as it was going, the trajectory, it would have kind of went right back here, right? But honestly, it needs to be over here. And straight line through here needs to be like right around here. We're way the hell up here. And by the way, even though I'm showing you this one where it should be, this is probably too much too, just to be quite honest with you. You can't have house prices rising, I've said this a million times, when wages stay the same or barely go up. Which is why I like cryptocurrencies, investing in that kind of stuff, because you have an opportunity to get ahead in life, so to speak, even if they're not huge opportunities for you, like because you don't have a lot of funding to put into the cryptos, or you don't have the time to wait for them to get to the price point you need or whatever. I don't know your situation, but the point is, I'm always trying to find ways of extra revenue stream. YouTube stuff, I never planned on it becoming, making money. But then they added this feature later where you could do the video ad thing and share the revenue with YouTube and all that. Why not? I'm doing videos anyways. Hell, I was doing videos every day, free of charge, of course. No one getting paid nothing. So this is was a blessing in disguise, so to speak. And now I'm loving life with this. This is great. I love the platform. As long as I don't get a strike on my freaking account, which I'm trying to make sure I don't ever talk about the really, really heavy duty stuff, like the shootings and things mentioned, to just stick with this. Because again, if I get shut down, then what? Can't talk about any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Any new crypto interesting stuff, can't talk to you about it. It's just not worth it. So anyways, I'm done with that stuff. But having extra revenue is a very good thing to have, right? And you may say, well, you're lucky you had the YouTube channel. And I will agree with you. Because again, this landed on my lap as I was already doing YouTube videos. But it did take many, 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 many years. No advertising of any kind by me to get my channel to get bigger or anything. It was all natural. And I'm proud of where it's at. I'm glad to have you guys, and gals, as subscribers and whatnot. But that's why I know some of you, stop talking about the cryptos, just go back to the news. But it's like, well, wait a minute, man. If there's some money to be made over here on the side and other people can help better their lives, even if it's a tiny bit, man, everything helps. So that's why, that's why I talk about these things. So anyways, one of the things is housing is out of control. Absolutely out of control. Who just pulled up? Someone pulled up on the crypto cart. It's the wife. The wife is pulling up in the crypto cart. Also known as the golf cart. So it says, and while these price gains are, you can come in. Oh, let me pause this. Yep, it's the old whiff. The old whiff is here, sitting on the chair. You want camera action? Yeah. No, she's sitting over there in the chair next to me, or over there where you can't see. Anyways, it says, and while these price gains are great news for the private equity firms that scooped up foreclosed homes after the last housing crisis, they're once again making it nearly impossible for the average American family to find affordable housing. As I said, you only have so much discretionary income spending. And if this is the hand you're dealt by a rigged casino, so to speak, and you have a way to get the hell out of there, i.e. crypto investments and whatnot, do it. Do it. And you know, I had a friend. I told you, hey man, do you think I unload? Had like a couple thousand ounces silver. Do you think I should unload 500 ounces? And I want to get. I'm into cryptos a little bit, but I want to get in more. Dude, do it. Do it. Don't sell all your silver. Never do that. But again, you can't stop someone from doing this right now because there's so much action over here in crypto land. He did, and then later he said, you know what? I'm down to 1,000 ounces. I sold another 500 ounces off. I want to get into this game more so. I see the potential, and I'm just gonna do it. I never replied back and said, oh well, man, you know, no. When there's profit somewhere and it's sitting there staring you in the face, you got to run with it. However, I never advocate selling off all your silver. Now, you might argue right now, Joe, if I sold off all my silver, just silver a couple months ago, Bitcoin $3,500, $3,000, wherever it was hovering, it's now $6,000, dude. I could have got my silver back plus the additional profit. You're absolutely right. And I still wouldn't yell at you like, oh, you should have done that. I get it. I understand. But me personally, I'm not unloading. But anyways, if this is the hand we're dealt, either the housing prices are going to have to come down by force, and that's going to happen one way or the other. But in the meantime, we're all experiencing the pain, so to speak, of this bill, that bill. I can't afford that. I want to do that with the kids. Can't do that because all these damn bills, mainly my huge mortgage or my huge rent payment or whatever it may be, right? Just ridiculous. Anyways, as such, as the Pew Charitable Trust points out, municipalities all across the county or country, municipalities, that means government, right? All across the country are suddenly scooping up trailer parks in an effort to prevent them from being converted to the next McMansion tract housing project and maintain some kind of affordable housing options. Right, so first glance, the municipality's going to try to get in on what the hell are they doing? Wait a minute. They might actually be doing a good thing. Because remember, municipality, super low duper, government. Not state level, not federal level, local municipalities. Might not be about, like Tampa area is Hillsborough County, etc. That kind of thing. Which might not be a bad idea. I mean, gotta do something. People can't just continue the way things are going. It's just not going to work. Here are the part of one of Colorado's most expensive cities. Isabel Sanchez bought a mobile home 7 years ago for $6,000. Okay, her 4-bedroom bungalow now sits on a lot that she rents for $355 a month. The lot alone is $355, is what they're saying here. The mobile home park Sanchez and her family live in offers a glimpse of Boulder's hippie past. Small houses and trailers, many dating back to the 1960s and 70s, sit close together on tree-lined streets. I love this space. I love the location. I love the community here, Sanchez, now 55, said recently, relaxing in a blue armchair in her spotless living room. Now, granted, let me back up because $355 a month just for a lot, and a lot being, tiny space, is it really worth it? Sometimes, though, it comes with certain things, access to stuff. You get, I don't think electricity is going to be included, but certain things, water, whatever, and it might make sense. So I'm not exactly bashing $355 a month just yet, but I might. Okay? Putting you on notice. It may happen before the end of this article. I mean, and I say that, I remember back when my parents in 1990, 7, 8, somewhere around there, bought our first house. They rented, me as a kid, of course, with them. And then they finally bought a house. And I want to say it was like around $80,000. And then with whatever the interest rates were at the time, basically the mortgage and everything was, I think, $700 a month, everything included. So take that into consideration. You have a house, a sizable house on a lot, property, etc. And that's mortgage, everything included. Not just a lot rent, you know what I mean? In other words, this person bought their $6,000 trailer. That'd be the equivalent of my parents buying the house for $80,000 cash, let's say. And okay, what's taxes and insurance? Oh, we owe, $200 a month. For that kind of thing. But again, talking a house, bigger area of land, whatever. Affordable neighbors like these have become hard to find in Boulder and cities across the country where home prices are soaring. In some metro areas, rising prices are prompting park owners to sell their land to developers. Affordable housing advocates say when the mortgage crisis came about, it sort of slowed down, and now it's heating up again, said Carolyn Carter, Deputy Director of the National Consumer Law Center. So Boulder and a handful of other localities desperate to hang on to homes middle and working class people can afford have stepped in to buy parks, fixing them up, and transferring ownership to residents or to a nonprofit on condition that the rents be kept low. Now, at this point in this article, I'm starting to really like what I'm hearing. Of course, it's the lower level government, municipality. But where's the federal government? You know, the ones who are bragging about, oh, the house prices are great, the markets are up. No, the house prices aren't great. Housing market's up. Yeah, maybe in price. In insanity, yeah, okay. And just approve everybody. Again, approve. People don't even, what's the old saying, or the old stat? Most people don't even have $500 to spend in their pocket. And then when you say $1,000, that's even less. This stuff's just unaffordable. So I honestly can sit here after that last piece I read, nonprofit or condition that rents be kept low. I'm a little round of applause from JSNIP4 for once in his life saying, you know what, government, you did something good. Again, not the federal level or even the state level, but municipalities, I'll take it wherever I can get it. I appreciate, again, I like helping people myself, etc. And by the way, I'm going to just cover it in this video in case you missed it. I deleted the live stream I did Saturday. As you know, I did the video talking about it afterwards, yesterday. And I mentioned this guy who I was signed up under, had no idea I was signed up under him. And he got a little piece of the action that I got from you guys, essentially, you know, 3 steps down, whatever. And it changed his life. So if you want to know what he said, I'm not going to repeat it now. I copied and pasted. I didn't take anything out of the email. It is literally word for word. I copied and pasted it right into the comment section of that video where I said, hey, the guy I'm signed up under, whatever the title of that video was, you know, the guy under Bit Petite that I signed up under, I pinned it at the top if you want to go read it. I'm so happy. This guy was on his last leg. Business is closing down. He just started a little business. Couldn't pay his internet bill of $20. Had to borrow the money. Ended up paying it a week late. And then he got a massive wake-up surprise bonus. Oh my God, it was JSNIP4. Oh my God, I actually know you. I was watching your video on Pillar a while back. Dude, I didn't know it was you at first until oh my God. You changed my life. You saved me. There's no better feeling, let me just tell you, than that. I just love it. Remember the girl in Tennessee, Jessica, her little kids? Guys, I need help for this lady I'm working with who refuses to ask for any help. She got 2 little kids like mine. Please, if you can afford to donate a little bit, can you help? And y'all came through, raised a few grand on that one. Got her. She had back bills that she had to pay. They wouldn't even turn her water on or electric because of her crappy ex-husband. Anyways, got it taken care of, and I paid for it. I handled the money, so I paid for that. Went over there with her, paid for that one. Kids, school clothes. You do need a little bit of furniture in your house. Let me help you on that one. I've never been able to contact her back again through Facebook. She's never on there because I'd like to just find out, hey, Jessica, how's everything going? Just as an FYI for those of you who've been around a long time with me. But, you know, almost felt like crying when I heard her story. Like, oh my God, I can't just sit here. And let me just ask if anyone wants to help. And you guys did. A lot of you pulled through. It was fantastic. I absolutely love it. So I'm happy to see the government's doing something good, you know, for once. Portland, Oregon's Housing Authority financed a deal last year that saved a mobile home park from being sold to a developer. Pitkin County, Colorado, is buying a park it intends to set aside for people who work in the area. And Boulder bought a park this summer with the twin goals of improving its infrastructure and maintaining affordable housing. Affordable housing advocates say that the best way to preserve mobile home parks is to turn them over to, or not over, but into cooperatives or co-ops owned by the residents. But in Boulder, land is so valuable and parks need so many infrastructure upgrades that it wouldn't be possible for low-income renters to finance the purchase alone. You know, pay the rent plus the additional fee to come up with the money to buy it, or to buy it outright to start with, right? So, sounds like a blockchain ICO in the making. And the rents that come in will pay the token holders back. Oh, uh-oh. Get ready for it. You know, and let me tell you, would I push that on my channel? If something like this could come up, we're going to go around buying low-income housing areas like that, trailer parks and things. I'm not talking about ghetto projects because that's usually run by the government anyways. But other areas like they're describing here. Could you imagine that an ICO comes out? Well, what makes the token valuable? Well, the rent money that comes in, they will be charged just a little bit more, but they don't have to worry they're going to be getting charged a lot more because of the entity that owns the land and has shareholders, and the shareholders want more money. Nope. Little ICO token, you basically invested kind of a thing, in and out, whatever. You know, I don't know how big that would get, but again, anything that makes things better, if it can help people change, you know, someone from struggling to not struggling, man, you know me, I'm that kind of guy. So anyways, there's a bit more to this, and I'll just close on this one. The other day I was telling you about Google buying up some property over there in Google, California land. And it was saying it was going to turn it into a bunch of it into residential suites or something. And I told you then, you know, either A, Google is going to, well, I'll give you a couple of scenarios, but honestly, I think Google is going to do what they're doing here because it's so expensive, San Francisco and all these surrounding areas, you know, Tech Valley, that I think Google is going to say, oh, you're an employee of ours? You can rent from us. As long as you're an employee, we'll rent this suite or whatever to you, this apartment to you, at a fair price because they own the whole damn thing, right? And that will make them also, by the way, be able to pay people less. They don't have to have these huge high income earners in California just to survive. We're going to pay you a bit less than you expect. However, you're saving it over here because you get to rent out of our thing, right? They didn't say that, but I do think that's probably where that's going to go. I did mention a kind of similar scenario, or, you know, maybe Google's going to do it and rent it out to other people and make money. But no, I think they're renting it out for their employees ultimately. But it's not scheduled, I think, till maybe even next year sometime or after that. Take care.